I'm done. I got my CSC payment today. I get it every 2 weeks. Already, I'm nearly out of money. It's paying rent, bills, and everything. Nearly out of money. And they expect me to go get a job. How? As soon as you pay bills, you can't go anywhere. You can't do anything. You've made it so expensive. I can't do shit. So, government, NHVS, CSC, you tell me what I'm meant to do. You just explain it. You show me what I'm meant to do. How I'm meant to do this. As soon as I spend money, I can't go anywhere. But you want me to go get a job, but everything's so expensive, I can't do anything. It doesn't make any sense. So you explain it to me, Albanese. How am I meant to do anything? I'm isolated. I don't have a family. I don't have anything. I got me. That's it. You explain to me if you make everything so expensive, how am I going to afford to live? You don't give a fucking shit, do you, you piece of shit? Albanese, I don't want to ever see you face to face. I will kill you. You are an asshole. You have left everything so expensive. I can't even live. Like, live. I can't even live. You're a dipshit. You're the shittiest prime minister I've ever had in my life, man. I should not be struggling, man. After I just was in the army, I get out for a year and I've nearly lost everything, man. I can't afford anything. And I've been in the army. Have you been in the army, Albanese? Probably never, have you? You fucking wanker. But you're living comfortably, aren't you? Yeah, you piece of shit. Yeah, don't let me ever find you, Albanese. I will uppercut your chin and break every bone in your face. You're a piece of shit. I don't care about your gay laws. You leave me on the gutter, on my knees. Why would I care, dickhead? I'm born in Australia. This is my country. And look how you treat me. Yeah, you wouldn't be getting a hello from me. You'd be getting a knuckle sandwich straight in the face. You're a piece of shit. You and the Labor Party and the Greens are a disgrace to Australia. A disgrace. You bring all these people in and then you fuck over the people who were born in Australia. You all should be thrown in jail for treason against the people of the country. And then you turn around and blame the people of the country. That's another double whammy why you should be locked up. You're going against your people. That's treason. And you made everything so expensive, we can't afford anything. Only the rich people are allowed to live, apparently. And then you try and act all nice and kind to us. No, you can't. You cannot act nice to us after you're pissing on us. You can get stuffed, Albanese. No one likes you. You're a sack of crap. You should resign, dude. Just give up the Prime Minister now and get someone in there who's going to care about us Australians, because you don't. It's evident. Look how much money your party is wasting. You're a sack of shit, cunt. You're not my Prime Minister. I want to punch you in the face. You're a disgrace. I want to put my slouch hat on and just crack you as hard as I can in the face and say you're the most un-Australian Prime Minister I've ever seen in my life. You're a disgrace. Yeah, every Australian will be looking at going, you're a piece of shit. You're a disgrace to the country. Get out. Yeah, Albanese, just leave. Just leave. You don't like Australians. You don't like Australia. Just fuck off. Get on a plane or whatever. Get the fuck out of our country. You don't care about us, so you're not our Prime Minister. Leave. We want someone who wants to be the Prime Minister of our country, who wants to run our country, our people. We're not caring about people who are fucking foreign, right? They're not a part of our country. And you don't care about it. You know, how are you not caring about our country? Like, are you glad we've got some of the highest costing of living in the world, but we've got like the land of plenty. Yeah, we're getting screwed over. You're a piece of shit, Albanese. You're the worst prime minister we have ever had in our just history. You suck, dude. And you make every excuse. I've seen your stupid talks on your fucking in the government. You're just an excuse maker, like Penny Wong. She sucks as well. All of them. What's that other one, Gallagher or whatever? Sitting there talking about, oh yeah, you're spending money on projects, are you? Yeah, and putting us in massive debt. And the RBA said, don't spend money. So what did you do? Spend money. And they go, well, we've got to put the interest rates up. Boom. So you just stuck your finger up the Australian people and then try and blame the bank? You can't blame the bank. You're borrowing that much money. What did you expect the bank to do? And now it's just going to be a domino effect. You're a piece of shit, Albanese. It's going to be a domino effect, and the people who are at the bottom of the chain are going to be the ones most affected. And you don't care because you're a piece of shit. You don't care, Albanese. You're a piece of shit. Like the person who fucking called the cops on me, right? Calls the cops on me, and then a couple of days out yells out, "Shut up!" Like he's tough. No, dick. I hope everyone at your work, right, they find out the guy, whoever it is, he calls the cops on them. So everyone knows that that they're the two people who call the cops on people. Like they're the moral fucking authority on how everyone should act. So they go call the cops on people. Yeah, these are the people, right? I found out who they are now, right? Say I'm crazy because I preach the gospel, right? But the coppers come around me twice and then yell out, "Shut up," like they're tough. Nah, you're fucking gone. You're finished, dude. Everyone knows you're the people who call the cops now. Okay, I might be crazy and shit, but once you call the cops on people, everyone looks at you going, "Oh, so you're the people who call the cops, are you?" Yeah, you're done. Everyone's going to be looking at you and go, "Well, they're going to fucking call the cops on me too?" Yeah, exactly. You're fucked. And then the guy, he tries to be tough when his missus yells out, "Shut up," and then goes, "Shut up, dude." Your relationship's over, dude. Your missus wanted you to prove that you're a fucking man. You're not, dude. You yelled out after, like a bitch. Your relationship's finished, man. She's probably looking at you going, "You're a fucking bitch." All right? And all your guys at work, when they find out that you called the cops on a guy, then yell out, "Shut up," after, they're going to call you a bitch too. Okay? I've known this game all my life. I've never called the cops in my fucking life like you bitch. And then you want to try and act tough after it? Yeah, you're a bitch, dude. Your relationship's finished. You had a chance before that to be a man. You didn't fucking be a man. You called the cops on me. And then try and yell at after? Bitch move, man. Bitch move. Not a man move, bitch move. And now everyone knows that you're the people who call the cops on people. For what? Something minor like talking on a phone? Oh, but no. Talking on a phone. Oh, you're too loud. We're calling the cops. Yeah, a bitch. Bitch. Don't care what you got. You're a bitch, dude. And everyone around's going to think that you're the ones who called the cops. So they're going to be like, I don't trust them. Why? Because they'll call the cops on you. They think they're the moral authority on people. Yeah, and then you yell out after, man, you lost your man card too. Like, fuck, man, you're like a domino of fucking up. Like, what woman's going to look at you and go, "Yeah, that's a manly trait"? No, they're going to go, "That's a bitch trait." Bitch. You can do all you want, get all the money you want. You fucking had one chance to be a fucking man and you fucked up. So shut up, bitch. You had one chance to be a man and you failed. So keep going, get on your materials and shit. You failed to be a man when it was time to be a man. You've called the cops on me, then yell out. Yeah, fucking no man you are, you bitch. Snitch. Snitch, man. Snitch. You're the suburb snitch. Good luck, man. I don't have to do shit now. Because everyone's gonna be looking at you going, "Are they gonna call the cops on me?" Yeah, you fucked up, dude. I've never called the cops on anybody because of that reason. Because everyone's going to look at you going, "Oh, so what, you're going to call the cops on me for something too?" Yeah. So, well done. You fucked yourselves over. Because everyone's going to be looking at you going, "What, are they going to call the cops on me for something minor?" Well, no, you did it. You think you're the moral fucking authority of the suburb. So you fucked yourselves over. I don't care. What, you're going to yell out again and then everyone's going to you prove that you're the fucking cop callers? Everyone's going to be looking at you. Well, if I do something wrong, you're going to call the cops on me too? Oh, I watered my garden the wrong way. I was a bit too noisy with the starting on my car. Yeah, you fucked up, dude. No one's going to look at you and go, "Oh, yeah, that's a man." No, they're going to look at you and go, "Fucking snitch." Yeah, dude, you're the snitch. People don't like snitches, dude. Doesn't matter. I called the call, blah, blah. No, you're a snitch, dude. You can't be trusted. You're a snitch. Snitchy, 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 snitchy. Welcome to my game, snitchy. Go get all your fucking shit, dude. You're a snitch. That's all people are going to look at you as, Mr. fucking Snitchy. It's good for me, man. Like, I don't call the cops for that reason, because you'll be labelled a snitch. I don't do shit like you because I'll be labelled a snitch. I'm the moral authority of the suburb, are ya? Well, everyone knows you called the cops, and then you yell that after trying to be a man. You're not a man, bitch. I may be struggling, but I would never ever do what you do, dude. That's just the code. You never do it. But other than that, yeah, I'm on my knees. But yeah, I don't know how I'm meant to do this. Like amnesia, how do you expect me to go get when I spent my money? Right, it's all gone basically, and then go get a job. Hmm? I'm living off my CSC. I'm not on government assistance, cockhead. Albanese. You know what? I was in the army and I got injured, and then I can't walk any properly anymore. I'm crippled. I'm the definition of a spastic. I walk around limping everywhere. I look abnormal, not normal, and I can barely live properly. But even when you say this to people, they said I was suicidal when I said I'm crippled, I'm struggling, I'm not having a good time in life. And instead of understanding that, what did you do? Call the ambulance on me and say I'm suicidal. That didn't solve my fucking problem, did it, Albanese? I'm not crazy. I'm not suicidal. I am explaining how hard it is to live in this bullshit, pathetic, greedy, selfish place with rents that are ridiculous costs. No one can do anything, but you expect us to all go to work and pay taxes while no one can do anything. Your logic is shit. Labor's logic is in the toilet. They want to pay people. They want to pay people minimum wage, right? And then go try and live with the most expensive rates in the world. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. People are struggling like never before in this country, and your Albanese and your explanation is, "Oh, let's spend more and make it worse." Yeah, I don't know where logic is with you, but it's not very far. No one likes you, Albanese. If I was you, I'd leave the country. I'd pack my bags and get the fuck out. You're a piece of shit. You don't belong here. You're not Australian. You care more about everything else than Australia. Just like that other Muppet, Wong, and all the Muppets in Labor and Greens. You don't care about Australia. So why don't you leave? If everywhere else is so much better, then pack your bags and get the fuck out of Australia. Let someone run it who cares about Australia. Let someone run it who cares about Australians. Maybe we should import Ibrahim Traore so he can teach you how to run a country. You know the guy from Burkina Faso who kicked all the foreign people out and said, I'm going to look after my people, my country, my resources for my country. And they're like a family. They're better than you, Albanese. Better leader than you'll ever be. And what colour is he? Oh, he's black. Why do I like him? I should be racist, shouldn't I? That's what you call all white people in Australia. We're all racist and that. But one of my favourite humans in the world is Ibrahim Traore. He's a black African dude who looks after his people, has like a family orientation for his country. Yeah. You're a dickhead, Albanese. You've been playing this racism bullshit card for your manipulation. You and the Greens have been doing it ever since I've been growing up, using racism as a manipulation tactic to claim all white people in Australia are racist rednecks, which is just bullshit. I hate the Greens. I hate Labor. You've been doing it ever since I've grown up, just using people in their race, their colour of their skin, to do everything. And it's just not true. It's a lie. And you're a con. You should be all thrown in jail for lying and deceiving people. Like, you're the first ones to point other people out and throw people in jail while you're the biggest criminals. You shouldn't be chucking anyone in jail. You should be chucking yourself in jail. Well, because you're in the government, you get to break all the laws and accuse everybody. You get to lie and deceive and scam. but then you can go to another Australian and chuck them in jail while you do the crime in front of our faces? Yeah, nah, no. It's gonna stop. I'm fucking sick of it, man. You watch politicians all do crimes and shit, and then they'll send us to jail for something. No, it's got to stop, man. It's got to stop. Like, well, I get every fortnight 1,200 and something for my CSC. Okay, CSC is my pension for my life, man, for my army thing, right? That's what I'm living off. And I was getting a bit of DVA money, but that's it. I'm not getting any other money. I'm fucked. And I try and get a job, but I limp. I'm a cripple. Okay, it's hard. It hurts. You know, I thought I could do it, but I can't. And I tried to explain that to this NHVS, and it was just like straight over her head. I'm like, okay, no worries. Because what I'm telling you, NHVS, right, and the army, you're going to pay for it. Okay, I'm not going to live in misery when I got an injury from working in the army. You're going to pay. I can't live properly. You're going to pay. I didn't get this injury from thin air. I got it from in the army, so you can pay for it. I'm not going to live on the gutter on my knees when I got the injury from your job. Okay? I don't care. You can just keep forking money out. I don't care. I'm injured. My life is fucked. So you can pay for it. I got my injury from your job. Now don't make me angry. I'm being nice about it. So you can just pay up. I can't live. Or give me a job where I'm not, that's why I left them. They're like, oh, you can be, I go, really? I've never worked in an office in my life. What am I going to do? And then I try and get a truck driving job, and it's, and then I had a guy, right, he couldn't even speak English trying to, and I'm going, dude, you can't even speak English properly and you're hiring people. This is why people are pissed off with our country. You can't even speak English, dude, and you're hiring people? How is this allowed? Oh, no. He should not be hiring people. He can't speak English. Okay, why is this being allowed? Because of pieces of shit politicians like Albanese, Penny Wong, and the Greens and shit. Australians are going to jobs and can't even talk to the fucking person hiring. That's stupid. Dude, this is Australia. What the fuck are you talking about? Dude, how are you hiring people in my country? You should not be hiring anybody in this country. You should not be working in this country. You can't communicate with people. No. I had one Indian guy. I couldn't even understand him. I'm like, dude, how are you hiring people? I can't understand you. But you do it because you're for appropriation of fucking whatever it is. It's bullshit. No, Australians should be getting priority over everybody for work. We are born here. This is our country. Oh, no. I'm so tired of it. I heard this. It's like that Stephen Crowder dickface in America. He's the same. He reckons even if you're born in a country and if you don't participate, you should be kicked out. Really? And you're meant to be a Christian, right? Jesus healed a leper, a blind person, a deaf person. So your shit is debunked, Crowder. You're a dickhead. You don't follow Jesus. Jesus isn't a scumbag, dude. Go read the Bible. And Gino Jennings already called you out. Turn the left cheek. Does it say turn your left cheek and go get your 45? Your Glock 9, your machine gun. Or does it say give your right cheek also? Bam! Gino Jennings flogged you. Yeah, put your head on the ground, Crowder. You're a coward, dude. We've seen you. You always act tough with your jiu-jitsu and bullshit, but then you stand over your woman like, rah, rah, rah. We watched that video and went, can't you sit down with the woman and just explain it to her? Are you that much of a douchebag? I mean, no wonder Chronic was giving you shit. Yeah, all of yous, man, like your Crowder, Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro's gone. He sucks balls, man. That guy on the ground, man. He thought he could do it, but then he got exposed. Because he's one of all these. He's like, no one really gives a shit anymore about that stuff. Everyone's over it. We're sick of people in power going, you should follow this, you should follow. How about you look after your countries and start having wars? Stop killing people. I think people are tired of it. I think people are tired of these people up the top making all the excuses, right? Stealing all the money and then fucking having all these wars. I think people are sick of it. And then you allow all these people to come in our country who don't want to assimilate, who don't want to become a part of the country, and are fucking raping and bashing people. Like, I'm serious, Albanese. If I ever hear of a girl getting raped by one of these pieces of shit, I'm going to find you. I don't care. One of these girls gets raped by one of these pieces of shit, and I'm going to find you. And I'm going to crack you in the face. And I'm going to drag you to that girl and say, see that girl in her pain, you piece of shit? Because if you couldn't fucking have the balls or the spine to tell a religion to fuck off, yeah, and she's raped now, you piece of shit. You're a sack. Bam. There's one thing a lot of guys don't like about people is when they don't protect women. And Albanese, you're not protecting the women of Australia. You're a coward. When you can't protect the women of your country, you're a piece of shit, Albanese. That's your main job, is to protect the children and the women as the Prime Minister. That's why God, when he says what he is, at the head, right, to protect the women and children, the flock of the church. That's your job as Prime Minister, dipshit. And you're doing zero good job. Zero good job. You are the worst Prime Minister I've ever seen in my life. The most unloving Australian. You're not Australian to me. You're a piece of shit. Because an Australian would not care about his people. There's something you don't know how to do is love our country and our people. You make every excuse like a douchebag. Well, you can stand whoever you want, Albanese. I am Australian. I am the Australian person. So what, you're going to lock up an Australian for being Australian? Yeah. You're a turncoat, dude. You're a traitor. You're a treasonous piece of shit. I mean, I remember when I saw that video of you walking in Palestine. That just said everything to me. You're a piece of shit. You're a traitor. And then you watched fucking Jews get shot, and your first thing to turn around to do was, oh, far right. No wonder the Jews don't like you. You're a piece of shit, dude. No Jews like you. None. Zero. After you let them be killed at Bondi, and your response was that, yeah, no Jews respect you at all, Albanese. None. Zero. You got their people killed, and your excuse for it was disgusting. Disgusting. And you can understand the Jews' outrage over it. Because you're a piece of shit, dude. And then you come out, oh, anti-Semitic and far right. Not one mention of Islam, who absolutely hates Jews, wants to kill them, right? It's in their book. Okay? Wants to kill Jews. And that's what they did. That's what they did. They killed Jews. Just because they're Jews. It's in the Islam BS. Okay? And you didn't protect the Jews in our country. And I don't blame them for hating you after you just and your excuse on Bondi. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if no Jews like you at all. Just think you're a piece of excrement. With your excuse of what happened at Bondi, man, yeah, that's not good enough. Even from Australia, it's not good enough. I mean, the Jews, it's not good enough, but from me too, it's not good enough. People just walk up and just start opening fire on a group in our country because of their fucking belief, and your reply to it was far right. Islam is not far right. We do not like Islam at all. So don't ever put Islam with any Australian anywhere. They went there for the purpose to kill Jews. It's in their book. If there's a Jew behind a tree, the tree will go, here's a Jew, come here and kill it. Oh, you didn't know that, Albanese? Oh, because you're a fucking ignorant dude. 929, yeah. Very nice to the Jews and Christians. I don't think, as a Christian, I don't accept it. Do you understand that, Albanese? As a Christian, I do not accept Islam. They want me dead because of what I believe. That's not very nice. It's not appropriate. That is not a culture that's going to appropriate with mine. It's not going to assimilate. And I'm never bowing to Islam. I don't respect it, Albanese, and I'm never going to put up with their shit. And you can put as many phobias on you as you want. As soon as they threaten me, it's game on. They threaten me to kill me. Give us money or you die. Convert to Islam. No, I'm not converting to Islam, Albanese. You can kiss my ass. I will not be threatened to do anything. Okay, you don't get to tell me what I have to do. I'm not following Islam. I'd rather be dead. They can cut my head off like they did to the other Christians in their country. Yeah, we've seen that too, Albanese, and you let them into our backyard. Yeah, I can never respect you, dude. Never. Never. I can never respect you, Albanese. I just can't respect you. You protect pedophiles, dude. I can't respect you. Just not even close. You protect a pedophile religion who has no respect for our country, no respect for our laws, no respect for just anything that's to do with Australia. So no, you don't get no respect from me. They disrespect my country, my people. No, our ways. They just disrespect the whole thing of our place, and you think it's okay. No, that's called being a traitor. That's called being a coward. That's called being a turncoat. It's going against your own people because you're a spineless dude. And I can see you're not tough. You're not strong, Albanese. You're a bitch. You're the typical guy that used to be at school and fucking used to dob on everybody, could never stand up as a man. Yeah, used to run and dob on everybody. Yeah, you're a scumbag, dude. Oh, look at these stupid glasses, man. Yeah, you're un-Australian, dude. You're the most un-Australian prime minister we've ever had in our life. You suck. And until we get rid of Labor and Greens, man, it's only going to get worse, man. They believe in some utopia that doesn't exist. That never exists. It's like a lot of them. Because they're being brought up spoon-fed, right? They think in magic, because they've never lived in the gutter. They've never had to struggle. And you try and tell them that, and they're like, "Oh, we have." So no, you haven't. No, you haven't, because you're doing everything to make everyone go to the gutter. You're dumb. So NHVS, right? I am struggling. I wasn't joking, and you don't want to help. Okay. And you had some doctor talking to me. What, you're a psychologist? And you sent people to check on me like I was committing suicide. No, you didn't listen. You didn't listen, did you? You're meant to be some doctor, some psychologist, aren't you? Yeah, you didn't listen. Yeah, you know who's better than you? Psychologist? Jesus. Okay? You're getting paid. You're getting paid too much. You're getting paid too much because you can't do your job. You're getting paid to do a job you can't do. How does that sound? Oh, so you're earning money doing nothing. I am. No, you're not doing anything. You called me suicidal, right? I wasn't suicidal. I was explaining life and what I'm going through, and straight away you just thought I was suicidal. No, I've got no money. I can't work. I'm a cripple. I got no girlfriend, nothing. I'm poor. What do you want me to do? And your answer is I was suicidal. Gee, that's a great answer. That's a great answer for how you even got to that answer in the first place. What? Because I was telling you I'm struggling. I'm on my knees. I don't have any money. What am I meant to do? I'm not on Centrelink. You know I'm on my CSS payment and my DVA payments. It's like you didn't listen. I'm not suicidal, but what am I meant to do? Do you understand that? Well, I got bills to pay and shit. How am I going to do it? What, just go in the gutter? Gee, that's nice. No, I'm not going in the gutter. I'm a cripple. You can pay for it. You give all these immigrants money that aren't even from my country So you can give me some money. I served in the army. I worked in the Red Cross. I done removals for 11 years. So since all these immigrants want to get free money from Australia, I've already put in my effort. Give me some money then. These immigrants aren't even from my country, and they threaten my people with death. So NBHS, if you get this message, I need money, right? And since all these immigrants want to get money, you can give me some money then, some more, right? I'm Australian. I'm born in this country. They're not. And you just give them fucking free shit. Well, I done removals for 11 years. I done Star Trek for 5. I done Red Cross for 6, and I done Army for 4. Oh, this is the first time I really haven't worked, and I'm on my knees, man. I can't do shit because you have made so everything's so expensive. You could barely save anything. You could barely do anything. Yeah, I barely have holidays, man. Like even when I was working that, you're trying to save and shit, and you just can't because everything's so expensive. And everyone knows army wages aren't that good. Like when I was in the army, you weren't getting paid top shit. It's the minimum of the minimum, you know. So if NVH forget this, I'm not suicidal. I'm asking, what the hell do you want me to do? I got Retro next week. I haven't got the money for it. How am I going to pay for it? How? Oh, well, you should have saved it. What money? Everything's so expensive. If I can't register my car, well, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Oh, what? Thin air? Thin air. Yeah, well done. You got no answer, do you? Oh, you save what? How? Everything's so expensive. Everything is so expensive. And what am I going to save to pay my rego? I can't. I got to live. I'm going to have to go into transport and say, hey, what am I going to do? I can't afford it. What? I'm just what? Well, you want me to work? How am I going to get to work? I got to register my car. I'll catch a bus. Fuck yous, man. He's made everything so hard, and then you're just gonna, I got to sell my car, sell everything, and have nothing. That's probably what's going to happen, man. I'm just going to sell everything, and I'll go live in the gutter because that's what yous want. That's what you people want. You want people in the gutter because you're the pieces of shit. You're the pieces of shit. Because I know what's going to happen, man. Soon my rent's going to go up because the fucking dickheads put everything up. So I'm going to end up in the gutter. Thanks a lot. I'm going to stick my finger up at the army. I'm not going to appreciate it. I go, I went to the army. You know where I ended up? In the fucking gutter. Fuck you. Just how much my country loves me. Oh, you can just go into the gutter. No, I'm going to do that. I'm going to sit there and just have a fucking sign that says, thanks a lot, Australia. You care more about immigrants than your own people. I don't care anymore, man. I can't do anything. You aren't hiring me because I'm a cripple. And I can't afford anything because I'm a cripple. I thought I could do it. I can't. How? I can't do it. Maybe I could be a snitch bitch like the guy of the backyard. Calls the cops and then fucking tries to act tough. Ah, you're a bitch, dude. I never try and act tough ever again. Because you're a bitch. Call the cops and then try and act tough after. No, that's not how it works, dickhead. It's never worked that way. You don't get to call the cops and then try and act tough after it. That's a bitch move. Bitch move. Yeah, hold your head fucking down, bitch. Should have your eyes on the floor. Don't pick them up because you're not man enough. You're not man enough, dude. You call the cops on me, then yell out like you're tough, you're a bitch. Just take it to everywhere you go. Every man will call you a bitch Go tell them. Say, yeah, I called the cops and then I yelled out like I was tough, and they'll go, you're a fucking bitch, guy. You're an absolute bitch. Yeah, that's what I bet you guys have already told it to you as soon as you said the story. I hope you said it truthfully. Hope you said, yeah, I called the cops first, and then I yelled out a couple of days later. And every guy's going to go, you're a fucking bitch, cunt. You're a bitch. So don't try and act fucking tough. You're a bitch. It's game over, dude. You already blew it. You called the cops on me twice, right? And then try and act tough. Yeah, game over, man. You're a bitch. Don't try and act fucking tough. You can have all the materials you want, dude. You're fucking not tough. You're not a man. You're a bitch. So keep getting the materials, dude. You already proved you're a bitch. And I guarantee you, a woman's probably going to leave you because you're a fucking bitch. Oh, I'm going to try and act tough, what, for an impression, for attention? I see, I tried. She would have just looked at me and you're a fucking bitch. You're a bitch, man. Yeah, dude, she thinks you're a bitch. So don't even try and act masculine. She just looks at you like a fucking bitch. So, yeah, there. So, praise Jesus, God bless. I'm going to go get a coffee, I think. And put some fuel in my car with the little money I got. So, MVHS, you're going to send me, you want me to come, but I don't have much money. And you want me to go to this appointment. How am I going to fucking get to it? Think about it. Everything costs money. Do you think about these things? Oh, you should just... No, not everyone just has money. Okay, not everyone was spoon-fed, brought up to have money. I'm so sick of it. And you all act like you know what it's like to be poor. But the first thing you come up with, oh, you should just have money off the money tree. It's like you have never lived poor before. Oh, money just there. Money tree. That's no. When I was growing up, man, I had no money. I was in the street. There was like weeks and weeks and weeks without money. Starving, fucking thirsty and shit. And you had to steal to eat, man. Like, just shut up. I just money there on the money tree. You know, and then you just make everything so expensive, I can't afford anything. And then you're like, oh, well, the bootstraps not. Bootstraps. You make everything so expensive. Like my rent's $410. Right? And then I've got electricity, fuel, food, and I've got nothing. And then I'll go get a job. I got offered a job that was $30 an hour. They wouldn't even cover the fuel to get to and from work. Oh, catch a bus. Catch a bus. You want me to catch a bus? Get up, waste my life from getting up in the morning to catch a bus, go to a job, then come back and then do exactly that. That's going to be my life. Fuck you. Go to hell and burn, you piece of shit. Thinking a guy should just get up in the morning and waste his whole day going to a job to come home to do it. That's all he's going to be his life. Yeah, stuff you. I'd never do that. Albanese's never done it. He's never had to break his back in work. And he's got all this shit given to him. Nah, we're playing that game now. That piece of shit's never worked hard in his life. And he's getting given everything. So no. I'm not working for peanuts. You just can pay up. Everyone should do it. Every Australian should go, nah, we're not going to work anymore, right? And see what happens to the government. I wish we'd do it. I wish we'd all just get up one day and go, nah, fuck you. And just everyone does nothing. And then watch them shit their pants. All them rich, greedy people up the top shit them pants when one day, that's all it would take, would be one day of no one doing any work, that'd fuck them up. That'd fuck every one of them rich pieces of shit up because they live off money. They don't know how to live not with money. They can't live without money. They're rich, they're greedy, but they can't live without money. If we took one day, and just no one did anything, all servos, you name it, every shop you could think of just stopped. No one worked. Everyone came to agreement, no, we're going to stop. We're going to show this government what we think of them. They would panic. They would panic. If we did that to the government, everyone just didn't do work, just went and stopped work, they would panic because that's billions of dollars. But we should do it. The civilians should turn around and go, all right, you just want to keep being pieces of shit, and everyone just doesn't work. And the government just goes, oh, because, they won't be looking at the civilians. The bankers will be looking at the government, going, what the fuck's this? You made no money today. Or where? Well, piss poor management. Because the bank's already told Albanese and his government to stop spending fucking money. And they didn't listen. So no one can blame the banks. You have to blame the government. Because the banks told them, stop spending fucking money. And the government kept spending fucking money. And the banks are like, we have to put the rates up, you idiots. Because you spent too fucking much money. We have to accumulate for the economy with the bank and the money that we've lended, right? And then you just go spend it and we have to put it up. You can't blame the banks. The government fucking did it. And the banks warned them. Said, don't fucking spend the money. And they went and fucking spent the money. And the government and they just go, well, we've got another high rate up. And they're going to do it again. Like, there's going to be more. The bank has to do it because of the lending that the fucking government has done. The bank's got to try and accumulate with the economics because they have money that's going to shareholders and fucking businesses to keep them afloat. So when the government pays the money back, it makes it easier for the bank to pay it out. So they increase the rates because they've got to fucking pay people. And the government's like, oh, we'll just keep spending money. Like the banks aren't just looking after government. They've got so many people who are into their like banks won't go under, but they have a certain it's like an accumulation to keep the bank going. And if the government keeps fucking them over, the bank goes, well, we have to increase everything. Because the bank's not just they're looking at keeping their bank in rotation, keeping it going. So they're not just going off what the bank does, they're going off everything in their bank to keep it going so it doesn't fall flat on its face. Because if your bank goes, you're fucked. If your bank reserve folds, you're fucked. Your economy's gone. But the banks are warning it because they're looking at, they'd be looking at the Roman Empire when it crashed. Right? And that's what it was from. Overspending. Couldn't reclaim it back. It wasn't from war or anything. It was from immigration takeover and stupid shit and the whole thing collapsed on its knees. It wasn't even war or anything like that. It was just, immigration and piss poor management. And they couldn't afford it, and it fell to pieces. It wasn't even a war that wasn't even a war that made it fall. The Roman Empire fall. It wasn't even a war. It was their own stupidity. They got immigrants the right to help them work and shit, and they ended up being more immigrants than fucking Romans. Collapsed because they weren't. Yeah. Never shit on your people. Never shit on us. I'm not making coffee. Hang on. That's probably why you went to work. Shut up, man. You already called the cops, man. You're a fucking bitch. Don't try and act tough anymore. I'll wait till I find it where he works or anything, man. I'm going to tell all the guys at his work. He's going to be like this, trying to hide, and he's fucking like, stop it. Well, you should have fucking called the cops, man. That's how they think they're good when they call the cops, but once you get found out you're a fucking snitch cunt, once you get found out you're a snitch, it's over for you, dude. Like, once you get found out you're a snitch, it's over for you. Just don't do it. Everyone, like, when you're growing up, everyone knows, like, yeah, don't do shit, certain shit. One of them, most of the time, is calling the cops on people. Like, neighbours for, like, minor shit. Like, if it's fair enough, like, violent shit, you're like, the cop is going to be called to escalate the situation. But just dumb shit like, oh, you're a bit noisy, I'm calling the cops. It's like, dude, you're a fucking party pooping snitch cunt. Oh, well, you what? You're the authority? Yeah, you called the coppers on me, then tried to act like a tough cunt. You're a bitch. You'll be a bitch. You'll be known as the bitch cunt. You called the cops, right? Everyone knows you called the coppers on me because the coppers have knocked on my door. They're fucking coming to harass me, right? And then you're yelling out. So we know who the fucking people who called the cops are. You're fucking finished, dude. You're a fucking snitch cunt. Snitchy, snitch, snitch. Snitchy. How you going, snitchy? Snitchy. Snitchy, snitchy, snitchy. Everyone must be thinking, you're having real fun with this, aren't you? Yeah. Fucking oath, man. I love snitchy cunts. They think that they're fucking good when they go snitch on people. And it's like, yeah, you just fucked yourself over. Why? Because no, everyone's going to look at you like you're the guy who calls the cops. Like, everyone's going to be going to be too afraid to fucking open their curtains and shit because they'll go, are they looking at my curtains? Are they fucking seeing what I'm doing? Are they going to call the cops on me? Yeah, that's what people are thinking of you now. Oh, no, yeah. Fucking oath, you did it. You called the fucking cops, then you scream out and shit, so I know who called the cops and everyone else knows who calls the cops. I think it's fucking awesome. They always think I'm the goody two shoes doing the good deed fucking thing. No, you're not. You're a snitch. You're a snitchy, snitchy, snitch, snitch. The good old snitch, snitch. Yeah, well, I'm going to give up weed too, so because I can't afford it, so kind of fucking do my head in. Oh, there's only one thing I want to do anymore. I can go to the gym. That's it. I could work, but they want to pay peanuts and expect me to live in this fucking go work hard and pay peanuts. And I'm like, no, no. I'm a cripple. I can barely walk. You just can fucking pay for it. You're giving all these immigrants, right? There's nothing wrong with them, and you're giving them houses and everything. No. I'm busted from doing a job for my country. You can give me more money then. No, 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 no. You want to give immigrants who are not Australian fucking money, houses, free healthcare, and all that shit. Fuck you. And then you'll get all these Greens. Oh, they're blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Greens. I lived in the gutter, Greens, right? Literally. I've lived in the gutter in my country. So don't sit there on your high horse talking shit. None of you Greens have ever wanted to debate me. See, I grew up with Aboriginals. I was a poor white kid. You think I don't know Aboriginals? No, I grew up with them. Something you never did. You Greens like the virtue signal with Aboriginals. They hate that shit. You know why? Because you treat them like little kids. They're not little kids. They're fucking adults, man. It's one thing I know a lot of Indigenous people hate is you cuddle on them. Treating them like fucking aliens in their own country. Treating them like they're little kids in their own country. No, they're fucking adults. I'm surprised a lot of Indigenous people haven't punched Greens and Labor people in the face. Go and stop cuddling us like we're kids. We're fucking adults. Okay? Just stop the shit. They do. You see how Labor and Greens talk to Indigenous, man. I'm surprised that a lot of Indigenous people don't punch them. Oh, poor you. But it's like, not fucking poor me. I'm an Indigenous person. Doesn't mean I'm fucking retarded. Like, that's when I look at an Indigenous person, I see how people talk to them. I'm like, I'm waiting for him to punch him, like to say, I'm not retarded. Just because I'm Indigenous doesn't mean I don't have a brain like you, that I don't have a heart like you. That's what I mean. This is like treat Indigenous people like humans because that's what they fucking are. You cuddle them like they're kids, like they're aliens from another planet in their own country. And then you try and virtue signal to everyone else, oh, we're doing this. And I'm looking, no, you're not. You're making the Indigenous feel like separated in their own country, you tool bags. You know what they want? They want you to treat them like humans. I guarantee you, out of everything they want you to treat them like fucking humans. Not like some subspecies from another planet. I guarantee you, Indigenous people just want to be treated like fucking humans. Not cattle, not pieces of shit. No, they just want to be treated like humans, like everybody else. And that's where you Greens and fucking Labor fall, because you don't treat them like humans. They're not aliens in their own country, you douchebags. This is their country. You always go on about being First Nations people and shit. Well, how about you treat them like humans? Greens and Labor always trying to diverse everybody and segregate people. That's one thing I noticed every year. They always cuddle to the Indigenous. And it's like, stop separating them. They're not fucking aliens, dude. It pisses me off, man. And it's like Indigenous like must be sitting there going, what the hell are they trying to do? But that's what they're trying to do to you, Indigenous. Cuddle to you, treat you like you're some fucking weird, you should turn around and say, look, dude, just because I'm Indigenous doesn't mean I'm not human. Stop treating me like a piece of shit. Like, it'd drive me crazy, man. Like, you can see the way they talk to them and go, I feel like if I was an Indigenous, I'd go, look, dude, I'm a human. Stop treating me like something different. You're really starting to piss me off. Oh. Yeah, you see Greens and Labor, the way they talk to Indigenous, man. I'm surprised Indigenous people go, look, dude, I'm a human. Just because I'm Indigenous doesn't mean I'm any different. Then because you get the Greens go, Indigenous, this, that, and I'm like, really? Do you talk to Indigenous or you just make it up as you go? Because I'll tell you something, Greens and Labor, I've smoked cones with Indigenous people. I've got drunk with Indigenous people. I've hung out with Indigenous people. And that's why I say this. Because you treat them like they're fucking aliens from another planet. They're not from another planet. This is their country. They're meant to be First Nations people. Well, how come you treat them like that? Treat them like fucking humans, man. It's so stupid. You just do it every fucking year, man. Oh, Indigenous, you're racist. I'm like, no. Treat them like humans, right? That's how they want to be treated, like humans in their country. They're First Nations people, right? Yeah. So, stop treating them like kids. It's their country. Because I remember when I was talking to Kite at work, and I said, I'm sick of them treating you like you're aliens from another fucking planet. This is your fucking country. And I don't understand it. And he just looked at me and goes, I've never heard someone say like, I can't remember what he said. I said, I've never heard anyone say something like that. I can't remember, but I did say that to him. I said, look, dude, I'm sick of them treating you like aliens. You're a fucking human. This is always the way. They always pinpoint fucking people. And it's like, they're not fucking aliens, dude. They're humans. What? Because they're a different shade of fucking skin or something? Like, who gives a shit? Your problem is you have to use that skin color to make a fucking point. So you're the racist dude because you're looking straight at someone's color. That's what Greens and Labor do every time. They go straight for someone's color. That's racism. That's racism right there. You're slicing people up by their race. Instead of going, that's a human being, doesn't matter but what the color of the skin is. And you have done it every year. Greens and Labor, that's their playbook every year. To cuddle, diverse, call everyone racist. Australians are this, that. No, we're not racist at all, man. Look, you have your minimal people who are really stupid and have always choose colour. It's everywhere. But a majority of Australians love anybody, don't care what colour they are, whatever. You just like to make it a political stance. To make it, we're all racist and blah, blah, blah. It's a lie. Always has been. Like that stupid Muslim woman who goes in there going, "He's a racist." No, lady. You're a Muslim, right? And your book says to kill Christians and Jews. So don't get in there standing on your podium, stomping your feet like you're some moral citizen when your book threatens people. Oh, no. It threatens people, so shut up. You don't get away with it with me. You don't get to sit with your friend. Well, we do this. I don't care. Your book says what it says. You can either own up or you can be a bitch. And you're a bitch. Just like that other bitch who walked in with the Palestine thing. Palestine. Yeah, you're in Australia. We don't. You want to go to Palestine? Good. Go get on the plane and go to Palestine if you want to talk about Palestine. I don't care about Palestine. I'm Australian. I care about my country. Something you politicians don't care about is our country. Always talking about freaking Israel and Palestine. Where is Israel and Palestine in Australia? Oh, it's not in Australia. It's in the Middle East. Oh, so why the hell are we always talking about something that's not in Australia? For virtual signaling? For getting money in your back pockets? Because that's what it is. All this Palestine and Israel stuff, people are just paying each other to keep it going. It's just shit. There's something about there's already been a ceasefire over there. I don't mean because they got all the hostages back. About time. Yeah, stop shooting each other because they got the hostages back. That's what's normally fucking happens. So glad they got their hostages back. I hope a lot of them didn't die, but probably did because they were savages. But whether it's Israeli or whatever it is, man, a hostage should not be a hostage. They should be freed. You have no right to do that to a human being, man. Yeah, man. Like, I don't understand how humans get the audacity to subjugate people to slavery and hostages and shit. You are a piece of shit human if you ever do that to a human. You think God's gonna forgive you for enslaving another human against their will? Nah, man, straight to fucking hell, you piece of shit. Every one of you Islamic maggots who had a hostage, you're going to hell. You grabbed another human being upon his will and made him a hostage. And you think God's going to sit there going, yeah, that's okay. You're both made in my image. You just think you can control that one? Yeah, no worries. No. God saw that and went, who the hell do you think you are? You're both made in my image, but you think you can push that one around, tell it what to do. Nah, man, go to hell. So Mr. Abdul, who was all these Abduls who were treating these Jews like shit, right, in hostages, you're going to hell. No. You don't get a tick and a cross for putting someone in hostage and putting them against their will. You get hell. You put a human against their will, didn't give them their freedom. You deserve hell, dude. You and all your Abdullahs taking people hostage and treating them like shit. Hell. Your book is the only one, right, that says it's okay to treat people like shit. I mean, the Jews have their other book, but a majority of them, right, don't follow the stupid thing because it's not a part of the fucking the Torah. Talmud is an offbreak of just scholars and shit. It's not the prophecies of the prophets. It's their bullshit they come up with. And a lot of them don't follow it. Don't care about it, don't want to know about it. Because it's just disrespecting Jesus, basically, and laws and all this shit. And making up. Like, it sort of contradicts itself because in the Bible, right, the Old Testament, it says Gentiles are also saved. But then you go to their book, the Talmud, and it says, oh, no, we're the chosen and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you're contradicting the fucking Old Testament when it says Gentiles are saved if they believe. So it's like, that's why a lot of Jews are like, no, I don't follow the Talmud. Why? Because it just contradicts the fucking Old Testament. It does. It contradicts it. because Gentiles are saved. But I've been going on a bit of a rant. It's all right. For an hour. Beautiful. Praise Jesus. God bless. Enjoy your day. Jesus is King.